10:02 in the morning. Deanna Holtzman, late as expected. And I'm just kind of waiting to see who joins. I guess I could go through my comedy routine. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Hannah Connetting, for hosting. Hannah, I know we just formally met a week ago, and if the people closest to you don't tell you, I want to tell you now. You're not funny. Hello, people. My name is Vinnie Paul. That's good call, Vinnie Paul. I am the Cuban Cowboy, and I am back by unpopular demand. That's right. That's good call, Vinnie Paul. I'm here. What are your other two wishes? I know you're looking at me and you're thinking, Vinnie Paul, are you married? Do you have kids? To which I reply, why? Do I look broke and unhappy? Unhappy? No. Broke? Let's just say my credit score is lower than my IQ. Some people look at me and think, Vinnie Paul, are you mixed? To which I reply, no, I'm not at all confused about how I'm feeling. My parents told me I was African by birth, which would explain at least two things. My bad credit and my high blood pressure. I do love chicken wings and fried chicken. Is that racist? I'm not racist, am I? If anything, I'm half racist, only from the waist down. Okay, but here's proof that I'm not racist. Do you want to hear an African joke? I'm the one duele me cunjo. Pile, pile. Now, my parents told me I'm African, but I'm beginning to think that I'm part Native American because when my beard grows in, it never grows in evenly. It grows Apache here, Apache there. I'll wait. When Irish eyes are silent is like the morning spring. And now for something completely different. Hey, you show me mine, I'll show you yours. I recently went to Mexico. Don't drink the water, tastes like heroin, so I've been told. Me and my Mexican maid were playing Uno. She pulled the green card, haven't seen her since. Hashtag imigre, imigre. I actually did just get back from Mexico, and now I'm actually fluent in cartelese. That's right. When I was south of the border, not carpet munching, south of the border, but La Mega Mundial en la Palma de tu mano, la estación oficial del Papi, salsa 105.3, south of the border. That's right. 2 callbacks in 1 set. How does he do it? When I was south of the border in Mexico, I noticed that there was a lot of Russians everywhere that I went. And the only conclusion I could draw is that Russians are losing the lead in human trafficking. They're going to have to find a way in. And now for a series of random observations, as if that wasn't random enough. Can a quadriplegic be considered a stand-up citizen? I always told myself if I ever became quadriplegic, I have to keep my humor about life, right? I would still do sit-down stand-up comedy. I'd roll out on stage, do ironic songs like "Walk This Way." Well, I guess I could roll out on stage. I'd have to be like Stephen Hawking, spitting into a straw, and then the shit would fucking move. Or another ironic song that I could roll out to would be "But I'm half the man I used to be." Hey, let me ask you, have you ever seen a dyslexic rob a bank? Put your air in the hands, mother sticker. This is a fuck up. Hey, stop me if you've heard this one. A dyslexic walks into a brawl. The butcher, the baker, the friendly undertaker. There's a bump on a frog and a hole in a log and a dog in the bottom of the sea. My name is Ricardo. I am a retardo. I live on 320th Street. I sit on white people and shit on white people and kill all the Jews that I meet. She'll be coming around the mountain when she stop it. I don't know if you all could tell by what you've seen or heard so far, but yes, it's true. I've done a lot of drugs in my today. I've been higher than Kurt Cobain at a party hosted by Chris Farley. Okay, I've been higher than a Texas trailer park in a tornado. I've been higher than my parents' expectations for me, which turns out wasn't that high. I still exceeded it though. But to be sincere, I have been clean and sober off of hard drugs for the better part of 10 years. Yeah, clean and sober. And in relating news, so has Whitney Houston. Oh, here's one for you. Sticking on the topic of things the Pope would say when wearing a Jamaican colored yarmulke during Easter Mass. What do you call a painter from Boston who has Asperger's? An artist. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm Vinnie Paul, back by unpopular demand. And I was afraid I wasn't going to bomb tonight. That's good. I'm proof that not everybody deserves a seatbelt in a car crash. I look like I go for the type of woman who thinks that November 34th is a real day. Some of you are perfect for me. But man, let me ask you, is there a perfect woman? A woman with, say, the right number of limbs, a woman with the right knee to hip ratio. Somebody told me they like a woman who has Coke bottle shape. You heard of that Coke bottle shape? It's where you have, some of you are high class enough to afford a glass bottle for cocaine to sniff out of. But I'm talking miniature jewelry bags. No. But have you heard of this? The Coke bottle body shape, a woman shaped like a Coke bottle, which means slim in the middle with a pronounced bottom, no arms, no legs, and a top that anybody can pop off. But I digress. Hey, can anybody tell me what the capital city of the state of Missouri is? That's right. If anybody was questioning whether your tax dollars funded public education, there you go. Can anybody name all capitals of the 53 states in the United States? Hey, has anybody here ever been to Idaho on purpose? I love scary movies. Personally, I love scary movies. Demonic possessions, exorcisms, hauntings, ghosts, phantasms. I love it all. However, scary movies nowadays are way too predictable. Scary movies nowadays, the antagonist is, "What's your name, demon?" Demon says, "My name is Beelzebub." Okay, fucking predictable. But if I were write a scary movie, this is how it would go. "What's your name, demon? What's your name?" The demon would say, "My name is Steve. Steve the demon. I'm actually just a substitute demon. I'm actually filling in for a Matt demon. But be glad you're not at the Parker's house because they are being haunted by demon Wayans." Oh, boogie, 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 boogie. Oh, nobody has left yet. This is good. This is good. This routine is falling faster than Michael Jackson's heartbeat on freaking meditation. Well, I mean, if nobody else is going to be here, I'll fucking shit. Yeah, we're not. People watch.
Look, man, that was some fun shit. So yeah, been hitting these fucking old mics back to work. Went to Santa Cruz, freaking Monday. It was no Tuesday. I'm sorry, it was right. It's Tuesday. I went to Santa Cruz. Monday, I took a chill pill because I was still fucking jet lagged. I just got back Monday actually. So yeah, fucking A, man. What's up, Vinnie Paul? Shit. So, but yeah, fucking hit my Santa Cruz Tuesday. Fucking, I did what Shakespeare's and uh
Here, wait, I'm gonna try putting my headphones on. Here, hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. Are
Oh.
you somewhere that you can actually like hear and talk?
Yeah. It's just if you don't mind, my parents are here, so I don't have a whole lot of privacy, but not that I need privacy for what we're gonna talk about. It's just I needed my mom to be quiet, so that's why I was talking. I'm gonna go over here so that I'm not as loud, and also what I could do, I actually do have my headphones for my phone. I just don't have my headphones for my computer, and I'd rather connect to my computer though. Am I gonna bother you guys if I talk like this?
No.
Okay, Mom, are you going back to bed or not? She's okay? All right. Okay, no, that's cool. You know what? I'd rather than holding this phone up all awkwardly like this, I'm gonna log on to my computer, but just, I don't have headphones on my on my computer. Can you hear me pretty well?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, great. So let me log on my computer. Would you mind sending me that same link via email? Because I can't log onto my Instagram on here.
What's your email?
It's Diana Holtzman at gmail.com.
At Gmail?
At Gmail, yeah. I'm sorry, I haven't had my morning coffee yet. I just ordered it. Dad, do you think you could go get my coffee? I'm not sure if they're gonna bring it up or if we have to go down. I don't know if it's ready.
What kind of town are you living on that you can just walk downstairs and get some coffee? You in Santa Monica?
Wait, what'd you say? What kind of?
What kind of ritzy place are you living that you can just walk downstairs and get your coffee?
It's a. Did you think I lived like in a apartment complex where this was possible? No, I live in. I don't live in. We are staying in a hotel called Hotel June near my house. It's like Culver City-ish.
Culver City. Yeah, I used to live near Mid City myself, Lassie.
Did you just call me Lassie?
Lassie. I from
Like
Ireland.
Like the dog from the 50s?
No,
Lassie. Do 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 do.
On and dear. And cherish them that love you and dry and orphan.
Oh my God. Okay.
Devices.
There's like a feedback loop. Just a second.
Yeah, because you got
okay,
two
leave.
devices.
But there's still a feedback loop. Why am I on here twice? My face is on here.
I'll mute it because you can't figure it out.
Hello? No. Oh shit. Leave meeting. There we go. There. Hello?
All right, much better.
Yeah, I had my phone on too, so I was like,
I thought you said your phone was dead.
Well, I plugged it in. That's how I was able to communicate with you on Instagram. Because I can't log on to my Instagram from my computer. So it's just charging. I forgot to charge it last night. I was so exhausted. I fell asleep in my clothes, like in my jean jacket. And my dad's the one who woke me up. He's like, Diana, at 10. He's like, Diana, don't you have a Zoom meeting? I'm like, oh, yeah.
Falling asleep in your jeans. That's very Pat Benatar of you. It's very Joan Jett.
I look very Pat Benatar, Joan Jett?
No, falling asleep in your jean jacket is very.
Oh, well, but there was no alcohol. There's no alcohol or hard drugs, nor sex involved, so.
But the day is still early. It's only 10.
You just don't know what you might come across, so.
I mean, it's the day of the week in Los Angeles. Anything's possible.
Yeah, I just got dumped by the French guy, by the way.
The one that was at the show?
Yeah, the one that I kept making fun of and that seemed like he had stars in his eyes and like was really in love with me. That guy.
Was it on purpose or did he just accidentally say it or?
Oh yeah, he tripped and it just like flowed out of his mouth. It was an accident.
Well, I don't know if I'm sorry to hear about that because I don't know the guy personally, but.
Oh no, don't be sorry. It was a good thing.
I was gonna say, usually if it was that steadfast and quick, then it usually wasn't meant to linger.
He did not mean it. In fact, he believes we're still together. I'm like, you cannot just in a moment of rage think to tell a person, you know what, just never talk to me again.
Right.
Like, how am I going to interpret that, right? And then he tells me, well, I already have a date lined up. I'm like, what? Then he's like, he sends me the text conversation with this girl, which I had already told me, don't send that to me. I don't want to see it. You're hurting me. Like, why are you doing this to me? He sent it to me. And like, first of all, it's not even a date. It's just like some girl he hadn't seen in a long time who's looking to reconnect. Second of all, like, he's totally trying to manipulate me. Why would he do that? I don't do that shit to him, nor anyone, you know?
Hey, did you get the email that I sent you with the link in it?
To the Zoom?
Yeah, the one that you
Yeah,
asked me to send you?
that's how I opened this up.
All right, perfect, perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I usually do like a 20-second intro, a lead in, where I just kind of introduce the show. I play a little theme song and everything else, and then I introduce you. Do you want to be introduced as Diana Hernandez Holtzman?
That is correct.
Okay.
Or
Anything,
Diana Holtzman Hernandez. It's up to you.
any other credits that I should add for the
Yes.
introduction?
I am a music industry veteran. I survived the war. It's funny, right?
What war?
The music industry war.
All right. Anything else?
It's a metaphor, by the way. It's not literal.
I
You gathered that much? Well, you were like, what? What?
I'm smart.
Dad, can you pass me the lotion? I look like I feel like I have the backs of a cat's tongue in an 88-year-old woman because I wash my hands so much.
Hey, stop it. You keep talking that way, you're gonna turn me on.
Dad. Oh, and just FYI, my parents can hear everything you say, just in case. That's deodorant, Dad. I'm not gonna put deodorant all over my little dry wounds. Dad, come here and say hello. My dad is a stand-up comedian and musician. Oh, you know he's a musician. You heard his album, right?
Yes, I did hear it.
Dad, where are you going?
See about your cream.
Oh, to see about my creed. Thanks. I just like seriously, I have like so much assistance this morning. He like woke me up. He's getting my cream. I think he's gonna go get my coffee if they don't bring it. I'm just living it up over here at this staycation.
You're first class, man.
I mean, they paid for it. I'm unemployed right now still, so. Daddy bear? Daddy bear? Okay, just shush. It's okay, I'll do it. It's in my purse, actually. Can you pass me my purse? Está ahí. Está allá atrás.
All right, are you ready?
You want a shit ton in your podcast? Do you think people would like that? Thanks, Dad. Like get really close up in their face and just like and make that face.
Cough all over them. They love that. I'm gonna name when I become a stripper.
Sexual.
COVID, I'm gonna name my stripper name is gonna be COVID Candy. I'll cough on your cock.
COVID candy. That's good. Daddy bear?
Do you have a sweet tooth?
Come here. Just say hi. Just don't be a weirdo. Don't be a weirdo. I'm sorry. It's like I'm dealing with like my 7-year-old kid sometimes with pulling teeth with this crew. With my parents.
You should pull their teeth. They're a lot quieter afterwards.
Say hi. Hello. Hello. My name is Wayne.
I won't hold it against them. I promise.
My name is Wayne.
My name is Wayne.
Now sing it.
My name is Andy Kaufman. Nice to meet you.
You know Andy Kaufman? Now?
Yeah, 1980.
Okay, now go. My name is Wayne.
Fabulous Seven.
And now you have a melody for a song. My name is Wayne.
I think me and Wayne are on par because I like Jack Parr, Jack Benny, the Marx Brothers,
Beautiful.
all those kind of classic comedians.
Stop bonding, Dad, because you're gonna take my place in the podcast probably.
Not my fault.
I want to interview you instead of me. Look, I got it. Whoops.
Hey, Wayne, do you want to be on the show?
Maybe when I've slept 20 hours and stuff. I don't know.
No, it's good when you haven't slept because it's like you're
Now, the best time to do it, the
conscious.
best time to do it is when you're on edge, when you're awake and you cannot go to sleep, because that way you know all your stimuli and neurons are popping and firing because it's adrenaline. It's basically adrenaline at that point that's keeping you awake.
Well, that's good, but also being a little sleepy can be good because your subconscious is more active and you can kind of just stream of consciousness say what's on your mind and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that's me.
Let's
really me.
all just shoot up some morphine and do a podcast.
No, that is not his drug of choice. What's your drug of choice?
My drug of choice used to be many years ago.
Uh-oh, I'm embarrassed. I don't
but
even know.
can't say
I don't even know what he's gonna say.
before,
You got married?
we didn't even call marijuana weed.
What'd you call it?
It was grass.
Grass.
Oh yeah, well that's the 60s, 70s word. It's a cute word, don't you think?
And that's when you could call it a lid. Now it's called an ounce.
A lid?
Yeah, lid. Yeah.
Wait, Dad, why are you embarrassed about marijuana? You mean because you're embarrassed because you call it grass?
Yeah.
Oh, not because you're embarrassed about marijuana.
It's plants. It's
That is
grass.
not a
It's
drug.
weed.
It's not really a drug anyway.
Well, it used to be.
I mean, coffee is more of a drug than marijuana, basically. Well, no, it's not more of a drug. It's just in the same category of drugs in my mind. Adderall is more of a drug than marijuana, you know?
Wayne, talk about grass for a second.
Oh no, see, I knew you'd take over my
What?
podcast.
Well,
you
you should.
jerk. No, actually, guys, full disclosure, that was my motivation all along, but you guys
No.
meeting. He took my stand-up comedy class with me,
Wayne,
and we're gonna open our
Hey.
own, we're gonna do a mother-daughter stand-up comedy set.
what you got, Wayne?
That nuts, grass is,
Me? I don't
don't-
smoke weed.
don't know why. it
Wait,
used
Dad, can you
to be
turn on the
called
light
grass.
or open the window or
I'm
something?
not sure why they call it grass, but
That didn't do anything. He just reached over and went like this.
Keep
No.
going, Wayne.
we,
No, I need some light. Where is it?
well, I don't know.
He has plenty of light.
You need to
Plenty
be
of light.
professional, Dad. You're not being professional. Also, I took this hilarious video of him yesterday, where he was wearing that outfit, which are his pajamas, and he was sitting here on the futon. He looked really odd, and he's like, "Yeah." He put like there's some sheets on his dad. I'm like, "Dad, you don't look so great." He's like, "Yeah, it looks like I'm about to go get surgery." I'm like, "No, it looks like you're in the loony bin. You know, where's your meds?" You know, and so the whole video was like 7 minutes long. It was just me and him going back and forth, being
Yeah.
totally retarded, just super goofy. There, see how much better that looks? Look at yourself now. Why are you getting out of frame? Look at yourself now.
Yeah,
See, isn't that better?
I don't know. I need to put my glasses on.
Wayne, don't worry about your glasses. You look great, Wayne.
Can you tell it's
The-
less dark?
Wayne, you look great. Deanna, I want to go ahead and get started. I want to do the lead into the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we both on right now or just me?
I'm going to mute you. You can both stay on. I'll
I'm gonna
introduce.
mute you. I
Um,
thought you meant
But
use
I'm
me.
going to mute you, Deanna, and then I'll let you know when I announce your name. Then I'll give you the okay to go ahead. You ready?
Okay. So it's both of us or just me?
Both of you right now.
Okay, cool. Do you want to sit down, Dad?
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are listening, however you are listening. Thank you for tuning in to episode 42 of the 101 podcast, where everyone is entitled to their own wrong opinion. I am your host, Mr. Good Call, Vinnie Paul, the Cuban Cowboy, and here with us for episode 42. She is a music industry veteran. She has survived the music industry war. She's going to tell you all about herself and everything that she has. And her dad, Wayne, is going to join us. Please welcome Miss Deanna Hernandez Holtzman, everybody. Ow! Boom, 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 boom. Wayne, Deanna, how are you guys doing today? What's going on?
We look like we're on the spectrum, both of us.
Wait, what side of the spectrum are you on? Are you on the light or the dark side?
Eh, always the dark side. I don't know what you mean by light and dark, but always the dark side.
Hey, I don't know if you can't see the rest of my outfit, but the rest of my outfit looks like Helen Keller dressed me after she got locked in a Goodwill store overnight. So there you
Nice.
go.
Nice. Wait, is it okay if I do this throughout because it makes me feel comfortable?
I think that would be a really good callback if we keep hitting that because it's recognizable and whatever you feel comfortable with. Deanna, tell everybody who you are, what you do, what you're about, why you're here today. And Wayne, welcome. Thank you for joining us also.
Sure. Should I also like
My brother, the Rain Man.
should I rock back and forth because this is making me feel even more comfortable. In fact,
The Rain Man.
making me feel so comfortable that I might just go and I don't know, look for a boy, go try to flirt with somebody outside because this is making me feel really confident. Really,
Hey,
really.
if he has spinal issues, he'll love you because he can't flex as well as you do.
No, he doesn't have spinal issues. He has other issues though.
We
Mental.
won't hold it against him. Deanna,
Who
tell
does-
everybody a little bit about, so I know you as a comedian, but you're a musician, you speak in different languages.
Oh, me?
A little bit about who you are, Deanna, and a little bit about you. So if you listen, you'll hear what I'm asking.
I did hear. It's just that what you just described is also my dad, so I didn't know who you were asking.
Well, I said Deanna.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I did hear that. I just still thought you were talking to him. Okay, so what? Yes, I heard that. Now what?
I know you as a comedian, but you're also a piano player. You can sing, you speak different languages. Tell everybody a little bit about where you're from, how you got to Los Angeles, and what you're doing now for entertainment.
Are you sure you want to know about this?
I wouldn't ask if I didn't want to know the question.
All right. Can you go check on my coffee, please? Because I'm like falling asleep here. And can I have some of that Coke Zero, please, Dad? It's right there. I wrote a song yesterday. Can I show it to you real quick? Just like
Sure.
What? Dile qué?
Historia.
What? He's like, Diana, dile tu historia. Well, I went like this, like that, like chop chop, and then it reminded me of the song called Limonada. So I was wondering if you wanted to hear it real quick, or do you want me to go into my thing about my history first?
Whatever you feel most comfortable with.
Since it's top of mind, I'll do it right now, okay?
Please.
So I won't forget because I'm very ADHD, as you know. Although I don't believe actually that I think a very limited number of people in the world have ADHD. I think it's very overdiagnosed. It's just that it is a thing, but it's just that in my case, in a lot of people's cases, it's anxiety masquerading as ADHD, But
So do you have anxiety?
I have a shit ton of anxiety. Not now, not right now.
Are you nervous about the show? Do I intimidate you?
No. Not at all. Do I seem nervous?
Well, you seem a little bouncy.
You mean like this? Because I do this? Do I seem nervous?
Just a little bit all over the place, but
Well-
the one time I met you, you were kind of like that too, but you were unprepared and late and you were frantic also.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, I'm literally telling you that I'm very ADHD, so that's like the definition of bouncing around. But I can be focused. That's why I was like telling you, like, I think that we should write out our topics unless you want me like speaking in footnotes. So even though like I'm very unstructured by nature or nurture, I know what my weaknesses are. So I'm a producer. I plan for them, So if you want,
I say we just let it flow, and we'll see where it goes.
okay.
So tell us a little bit about your history, where you're from, and how you got to where you're at.
Do I seem nervous? All right. What do you want to know? I was born in Austin, Texas.
On purpose.
Was I born on purpose, you guys?
It was an accident.
I was an accident.
Thank you, Wayne. Wayne with the chime in.
I would
Or
know.
actually,
Where's the rim shot?
let's see. My mom was 32. My dad was 29. No, she's a year and a half older.
I
So
lied about my age.
he was like, yeah, he would lie about his age when they first met. They met at the Barton Springs. Do you know Austin?
I know Austin. I lived in Austin. I know Barton Springs very well.
Oh, really?
Cool. Yeah.
Well, so my dad was tagging along this group of Mexican psychology student girls, because
Been
My-
there.
my my grandma, he's like been there. my grandfather was in charge of showing this group of foreign exchange students around over the summer, and my mom was a part of that group. So my mom came from Mexico City, was coming from Mexico City over the summer. So my dad like tagged along because like he liked the Latino girls and would go to the different events. He'd go to the different events. And at one point, like he played guitar and sang for them. And so they're all like swooning apparently. And so then, another day they ended up at Burton Springs. It was really hot. And my dad was about to bring one of the ladies like a Coca-Cola, like in a glass bottle because that's how it was back then. He was about to get her a Coca-Cola. And on his way, he crossed paths with my mom. She was like sitting down and she was on the way to like the other girl where all the other girls were. And she was like sitting down and it was really hot. And so he stopped to chat with her and he's like, oh, here, would you like a Coke? So he never made it to the other girl. My mom accidentally hijacked that shit.
As Bob Dylan would say, just like a woman.
Just like a woman. Well, my dad was the one who did it. She didn't know there was another lady. And my mom's the type of person to be like, oh, no, please, like, go ahead, go give it to her. And then, but she didn't know. So just like she didn't know his real age. He said he was like, what, 2 or 3 years older, Dad? Because she's a year and a half older than him. And so he didn't want her to know. And she does say that she doesn't like that he lied, but had he not lied, she wouldn't have given him the time of day. So
So you were born in Austin, Texas. You live in LA now. When did you move to LA?
Well, I moved in, well, I guess, what?
When did you move to LA and why?
Yeah.
Was it
May, June, July. Okay,
what
so
year?
like 3.5 to 4 years ago, meaning that it was in August of 2017. So I can't really count, but
Numbers are hard. It's fine.
huh?
Numbers are hard. Just general. Yeah. 2017.
Numbers are hard. Numbers are hard. Sorry, don't say stuff like that because it really, really inhibits my ability to keep going when we focus on my weaknesses. Okay. Are you okay?
So you moved here in 2017.
You looked frozen for a second. Should I stop doing that when I'm nervous?
Just keep going.
You don't like my little shtick anymore. So let's see. It says born in 1979. I was 70s baby. You can't tell that I'm 41 years old. I don't act like it, God knows. When
When did you move to Los Angeles and why?
oh, sorry. To work in the film and TV industry from New York.
And how far have you gotten? What kind of adventures have you been on?
I think I'm living my most pivotal, how do I say this? The meetings I'm having right now are the most pivotal I've had since I've been here. So I feel like I'm at that really like exciting, energetic point where like there's a lot of, I don't know if this makes sense, but I don't know if I've ever used the word uncertainty positively, but in this case it is. Like I have a lot of uncertainty in terms of what I'll be doing, but I know it's going to be something good. So it's a positive uncertainty. Does that make sense? And I think most things in life, like you can look at it that way. Like you can either see things as you can either be an artist and therefore an explorer of the world, and therefore you would have some adventures by seeing the mystery in life. And uncertainty is the mystery of life,
Yeah. And it's kind of the spark that keeps everybody going is, you have a fear and either you run to it or you run away from it. And in your case, you seem to have kind of gravitated towards it.
Yeah, and like I mean, it's not that I gravitate towards it or not. It's just it's reality. But yeah, it's how you if whether you embrace it or not, whether you jump straight into the abyss or whether you resist.
Dip your toe in and say, that's not for me.
Yeah, but like it's not up to you, man. Like you're not God. Sorry, hate to break it to you. So I used to be with and going back to the anxiety, that's what it is. Like uncertainty provokes anxiety a lot of the time, and I used to be like that. Had it not been for like TMS that I started 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't even be talking to you. I wouldn't even got to do a stand-up comedy set, you know? I was that depressed and anxious. So, yeah, especially now during COVID times with all the mental health problems that everybody has. A lot of people have never experienced depression or anxiety before. And now they are for whatever reasons, you know? It might be like personal reasons that they lost a job and they never lost a job before, and professional reasons, or it might be as simple as, and maybe it's a rich person and it could be as simple as I don't know if my family's gonna get COVID or whatever, or it might be as simple as like I don't know if the world's gonna explode and if you know how to what extent this dystopianness like will extend itself, you know.
And I don't typically listen to modern or contemporary music, but I have noticed a slew of contemporary songs that have recently been released that all have a lot of very kind of depressing feel to them about losing serotonin and
Really?
feel anxiety of the uncertainty of the future.
Yeah, totally.
And myself, I lost my job when the pandemic hit, but the only thing that I felt was kind of a sense of urgency to kind of to reach a resolution.
Yeah, definitely. What who was it? Like what type was it, men or women who were singing?
Um, it was mostly females, yes.
Oh, females, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, TMS Center, it's mostly females. I don't know why. I think that we're it's less taboo for us to admit when we're depressed and to connect with our emotions in a way. But in another way, for whatever reason, studies showed that women tend toward depression more. Maybe it's because we're more disrespected and we have more to deal with like the kids and the this and the that. I don't know, but like yeah, it's more common for a woman to go through something like that than a man. So
Well, I think, and as cliche as it may sound, women and men are wired differently, and women tend to be more emotionally connected to things than men
true. Yeah, that is true.
are what drive your anxiety.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I could go on, but what else do you want me to talk about?
So you're here in LA. When did you get started doing comedy, and why comedy? Because before comedy, you were a structured musician, you had this singing experience, you speak all these different languages. Why did you want to get into doing comedy?
Well, I think comedy for some people can be very therapeutic.
I think for most people, it's their therapy couch.
Yeah, and I mean, excuse me, not that I need another hobby because I don't really have time, but like, I think it you know, a lot of people take it just for I said take it because I
Well, we've lost her, as if we ever had her. That's right. This is the 101 podcast where everyone is entitled to their own wrong opinion. I am your host, Mr. Good Call, Vinnie Paul, the Cuban cowboy. Why don't I tell you all a couple of jokes? Huh? You guys want to hear some jokes? All right. First joke is a dyslexic walks into a brawl. I told that joke earlier. That's a callback. That's a callback. Hey, have you ever seen a dyslexic rob a bank? Huh? It's like this. Put your air in the hands, mother sticker. This is a fuck up. I I love dad jokes. Dad jokes are awesome. Like what do you call a painter from Boston who has Asperger's? An artist. Thank you, everybody. What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? Well, you cannot hear an enzyme, but you can hear a hormone. Hey, what is it called when a chameleon can no longer change colors? A reptile dysfunction. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. What do you call a dog that can do magic tricks? A labracadabrador. Thank you, everybody. And last but certainly not least, What's the difference between a Jew and a canoe? A canoe might actually tip. Thank you, H.T. Rosen. Thank you very much for that. And let's see if we can get Deanna back on the line. If not, then we are going to cut this episode short. And we're going to wrap things up, I think. I can't wait for her computer to charge. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this, I want to call it episode. Well, it was an episode. It was definitely a freaking episode. Let's see if she can link back in. We'll give her a few seconds. And oh, there we go. She's back. And just like that, we are back for episode 42 of the Yawning 101, where everyone is entitled to their own wrong opinion. I'm your host, Mr. Good Call, Vinnie Paul. Joining us from her other charged device is Miss Diana Hernandez Holtzman. So if you could define your comedy style, what's your muse for comedy?
Well, I'll tell you my dad's, and from there you can gather what mine are, sort of. Some of them, because right now with me like rocking back and forth and clapping and stuff, that would be inspired by like Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean, and also my dad's comedy heroes are like Mr. Bean and like Peter Sellers and Charlie Brown. Those are, but that's because physically he looks like Charlie Brown, and physically he acts like Mr. Bean, and intellectually he acts like Peter Sellers.
Love Peter Sellers.
So if you just can picture what the daughter of that nonsense is like, me.
It would kind of be a bipolar Pink Panther.
Sure, yeah, why not? But like, I inherited a lot of things, like my dad, for better or for worse. Like, we're both flat-footed. Don't judge him, but that's how he got out of Vietnam. We're pacifists, so we're proud of ourselves for that.
How would you not judge somebody that was flat-footed and got out of Vietnam, you know?
You don't judge them because we're progressives who are pacifists.
Oh, good. Then it's fine. Okay.
You're
Yeah.
not a pacifist. You're not a pacifist. You're a liberal.
I wouldn't mind going to camera.
You're a pacifist, but you're not progressive. You're a liberal, right? You and mom, but deep down you're progressives. You just don't know it.
I don't know a lot of things about what I am. I'm still trying to find out.
Oh wait, he has to tell you a little. I'm sorry to pause, but this is very important, and I want you to be respectful, okay? And respect our privacy. But he has something to tell you about a terminal condition he has. Okay. All right. Are you sure you can? It's okay.
All right. 30 seconds.
Wait, is this being recorded?
Of course it is. When I'm dead, you can watch it.
Go ahead, Wayne.
No, it's just a terminal condition that people don't put enough emphasis in.
It's a 4-letter word.
Yeah, I know. It's a 4-letter word, but it's I've kind of known I've had it a long time, but I've been in denial. And every once in a while I'm still in denial, but more and more I'm accepting it, and I don't like it. It's full of crap. But the terminal condition is, do you know what it is, by the way? It's
no.
Okay.
4-letter word.
4-letter word. Yeah. It's not crap.
Wait, do you want to guess?
No. Let Wayne tell
He
it.
doesn't want to guess. Yes.
Okay, life. That's right.
Oh, another comedy hero of his is George Carlin. The reason I'm just going based on my dad's comedy heroes and not mine is because I've hardly seen stand-up comedy until recently. So like I used to love Louis C.K., for example, but I didn't freaking
really.
I used to, yeah, but I didn't freaking know who Dave Chappelle was.
Ugh.
Now I do. Because I lived in Mexico for years. So like oh my God, I apologize for this. Wait, let me put a filter on. I had a filter on my computer, as you can see, and I'm so exhausted. I don't normally look like this, by the way.
I know, I saw you in person. Usually you have blue hair.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say, I know I saw you in person. You're so much cuter and younger looking. But it's because I just got up, as I said. And I slept in really late because I had a horrible, horrible night at this hotel. Almost got kicked out. I don't understand why. The people at this hotel fucking suck as much as this hotel is really lovely otherwise. I think it's COVID. Everybody's very unorganized and paranoid, and they don't want me speaking to strangers. And it's like, I'm all about that. That's my life, you know, like I speak to strangers, you know, and like if I didn't, I'd be deeply depressed. So you either, you know, shut it or you shut it.
Well, that's part of the mystique about comedy is that you're going up there presenting your story to a bunch of strangers and hoping they receive it. But in day to day, you don't necessarily need for people to receive it. You just want to interact.
Yeah. Well, no, you
you-
need people to receive it. What do you mean by receive it? You do need people they need to validate you in everyday life as well. It's just that on the
I don't need
stage,
As a matter of fact, I prefer opposition before validation. I'd rather have someone challenge me for what I'm doing.
that's because you're like Andy
than
Kaufman.
just be a yes man. I don't like
Yeah,
yes
but
people to
yeah,
challenge.
but that's because you're inspired by Andy Kaufman style,
I'm
right?
not
You like
inspired by Andy Kaufman.
you like alienating people first and then reeling them back in, kind of. No.
I'm not at all inspired by Andy Kaufman. No, where'd you get that from?
Okay, but do you like alien people and reeling them back in? Because that's what it sounds like to me. No.
No, I prefer to challenge people to be their best selves.
Okay, so who would your comedy idols be? I can
Marx
go on
Brothers.
about the ones I like, but I don't know if they're that representative of me. My
Marx
particular
Brothers.
brand of comedy is honestly not really inspired by anyone. I don't think, because I haven't even seen very much. Like it's on my own goofy. I mean, you asked me to explain it, and I could give you some adjectives if you want, but that would be more useful than saying who my comedy muses are. It's more like a list of comedians I like, but I sound nothing like their material, you know?
Well, my comedy muse, honestly, would be my father, but who I take the most from that's recognized would be the Marx Brothers, because
Oh, cool.
they encompassed everything from singing, dancing, music, pantomime,
Yeah,
verbal. They did the whole range of the comedy spectrum.
totally. Well, that we have that in common, and that's why I can't really name modern muses, if you will, because
Well, I didn't ask for modern. I just asked for muses in general.
okay, well then I would say we have something in common because as I said, I like Mr. Bean and my dad likes Mr. Bean and we like physical comedy. So I would say going back to like I like slapstick.
Yeah.
Going back to like
Hardy.
I love Lucy and you know also from Saturday Night Live, what's her name? She died of cancer and she dated one of the guys from Saturday Night Live. I can't remember who. Gilda Radner.
Yeah, Gilda Radner.
Like my friend from the Comedy Store was saying that I'm like the Mexican Gilda Radner or something. I don't know. So, because she's very physical, she's very goofy, she's very innocent, you know? What I am not is like raunchy, you know? Like, I mean, God knows I can be a little raunchy in my personal life, but like, I don't like women who get up on stage and are just like so masculine. I mean, it's cool if you're a masculine lady. I'm not saying that, but like, they just try to talk like the way dudes talk on stage and like just for sensationalist purposes, and they don't even without being clever or witty. Of course you can talk about sex if you're gonna make it like part of the joke. If it's that's fine, but like don't just say something just to like get a reaction out of people, you know?
You know who was a female that was in that sort of time period that Gilda Radner was around was Cloris Leachman, who was
Who's that?
She was in Young Frankenstein. She was in a lot of Mel Brooks films in the 70s. She was in the modern series called Raising Hope. Cloris Leachman. Ask Wayne. Wayne will recognize the name.
Dad, come here.
I don't know, but I just remember.
Dad, he can't hear you. There's an airplane coming by. Come here. You're also in the shadow. I know you like living in the shadows, but you got to get into the light sometimes, both literally and metaphorically. So just sit down. The light.
My memories,
No, it's literally get in the light, please.
Wayne, have you ever seen the movie Young Frankenstein directed by Mel Brooks?
Yeah, that was one of the ones I liked. The 3D that they had in that movie, the liver coming out at you and going around. Yeah, that was great.
Remember Frau Blucher?
Yeah.
That was Cloris Leachman, the one with the mole on her nose, the wart on her nose.
You're giving me PTSD just remembering that picture. Oh, yeah. Beautifully made movie.
It was a
Beautiful.
great movie.
Oh,
And she did a couple of Mel Brooks films, and your daughter was talking about Gilda Radner, and I was speaking about how Cloris Leachman was kind of that, just kind of that young, youthful, very innocent kind of comedy. But when she did something that was a little bit edgy, it just hit so much harder because she was a respected part of the community.
Oh, that's me. I'm like tiny little Mexican Jewish girl. Like I'm as we say in Mexico, chiquita pero picosa, little but spicy. So like when I'm, just kind of doing my usually what's it called? Usual expected programming of me just like being innocent and like tripping and like getting confused and like, that sort of thing. I'm playing the role of like this little flower, kind of a wilted flower, but a flower nonetheless. And then all of a sudden my true colors come out and it's like,
Well, and another lady in that same era, have you ever heard of Ruth Buzzy?
no, you?
No. Wayne, Ruth Buzzy. She was really popular during the Man of the Hour roasts that Dean Martin used to host in the late 60s and early 70s. She would have the hair parted flat on the top of her head, split in the middle, and she would have a really conservative outfit, but she would hit people with her book and her purse when they would talk bad about her. Dean Martin, Johnny Carson, all of them would go against her.
Kind of like a librarian with a stick.
Like a librarian with a stick, but she would hit them with their purse and they would make really inappropriate comments towards her, and she was just the most respected person in her community. But when Ish hit the fan, she stepped in and were beating people with her purse.
Are you saying
Dr.
that
Brooks
I
used to always, mess with her?
Are you saying that I made you think of her?
Yeah, because we were talking about Gilda Radner, who was in the same
So you're
era
saying that I'm like,
no, they were just all at the same time period. They were all female comedians that had that same air about them. Not
Yeah,
that
but
you remind me of them, but just talking about
well,
those comedians.
that's what it sounded like. It was like you. So what you're saying is you think I'm an abuser, an abuser. Hello. Oh, there we go. And I'm not an abuser, just so you know. But anyway, wait. Did you want to talk to my dad about something or no?
No, I was just talking about the comedians from that era.
Wait. So technical, logistical question. Weren't we supposed to be on an Instagram live today?
Instagram live? No, it was all in the Zoom room.
Oh, well, I thought it'd be good to do an Instagram live because that way a lot of people log on to it on both mine and yours, and that way we could promote the podcast.
Oh, well, that's why I sent you the Zoom link so you could send everybody to log in.
Wait, hang on. There's an airplane up above. Dad, write a song in it. 1, 2, 3 without lyric. There's an airplane up above. 1, 2, 3, do it.
Huh?
There's an
airplane up above, and I'm feeling without love. But there's one thing that I feel, it's that
know if I'll be back
me congeal.
Airplane.
Oh, but that's a song. That's a great song from the 60s. Don't know if I'll be back again. But no, I'm asking you to write a song without lyric, or let me make up another lyric if you want. He's good at listening to poetry, reading poetry, and just doing the music. So let me give you a line. What did I say about the airplane? Doesn't matter. It can be anything. Let's do this. This coffee. Something about this coffee. Like, pretend like you're trying to seduce my coffee, Dad. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Seduce my coffee.
You're not so hot, but I'd like to seduce this coffee here.
Dad, you're doing spoken word right now.
What am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to make up a song based on the theme. If you want, I'll give you a line, a lyric, or just a topic, such as that you're falling in love with my copy. You're falling in love with my copy cup. You're falling in love with my copy cup. Okay, are you picking up what I'm throwing down? You're picking up what I'm throwing down. I'm falling in love with my copy cup. I'm falling in love with my copy cup. People, I'm from the ghetto in DC, 1970s. I'm a black man. I'm old. I'm coming. I'm really in control. I'm a black man. I'm old. I'm really in control. That's DC. Georgetown University. I went to Georgetown University, believe it or not. I'm actually smart. Hang on. What? Did you say on purpose?
On purpose?
On purpose? No, I
Yeah.
just stumbled into it one day and
It
they
happens.
said-
It
they just
happens.
said, Deanna, you know what? You got a full ride for no reason. We don't even need to see your SATs. Just come on in. And I was like, all right, cool. I just stumbled out of the ghetto from, Adams Morgan because it's the 1970s before it got gentrified. And I'm a black man. And yeah, cool. Even though I should be at Howard University, but they made an exception because I'm a genius. Now do it.
What, coffee?
No, you're supposed to write a song. And now I wrote a song instead and it was dumb and it was a rap. And you're supposed to do something melodic, not a rap. So that was
I'll
just
do a melody. Are you ready? I'll do one.
yeah. Start and we'll all three collaborate. How about that? And then we'll start a band called I have several names. Do you guys
I
like
have a
facts and fiction, facts and friction? Or I'm already starting another project called Shame, so we can't do that one. Or do you like Afghan Prince? Because I just got dumped by an Afghan.
I'm coffee. It's so good. I like to taste it when I'm in your neighborhood. I like the coffee. It's
Yes.
sweet and it's hot.
Dance.
One thing I love is when Wayne does that dance. It's so hot and ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh,
Ooh,
ah.
ooh. Dad, can you see yourself?
Coffee,
Can you
coffee,
see
coffee.
yourself, Dad?
I'm a little teapot, short
Can you
and
see
stout.
yourself?
Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all teed up, hear me spout. Take me over and
Wait, Dad, do a teapot. Do it. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Do a teapot. Hello. No, be a teapot.
What?
Be a
I'm a little
Be a teapot.
teapot.
Teapot. You never did this as a kid. No, there's your no there. There. Now tip. Dad, you're so bad at that. Tip it. There we go. Get it? See? Get it. Get it. Get it, boy. Get it, boy. Get it. Get it. Get it, boy. Get it, boy. Ooh.
Hey, wait,
Ooh.
everybody.
Why'd you hit yourself, weirdo? I'm sorry, my dad just got Tourette's, so he just hit himself as an accident.
I won't.
Wait,
Hey,
since it's relevant,
He's
can
got
I
the
sing?
Longhorns t-shirt on. He's rocking the Austin wear.
Yeah, I know he's a UT fan. Anyway, hang on. Can I sing you my hit song? It's gonna be a hit.
I have 2 minutes left before I have to go. So whatever you have to do, say it now.
All right. So it's called Limonada. I wrote it 2 days ago when I was in the process of getting
Write
dumped.
it, say it. Don't tell me. Write it. Sing it.
All right, but I met some strangers who inspired me. Ready? Ready? Are you guys ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
This might, okay, to my parents, this might seem X-rated, but it's not. It's a surprise, okay? Because I say papa, but then I say something else. Ready? Okay, here's Limonada, okay, Mom?
Go ahead.
Mom,
Yes.
I'm gonna sing a new song I wrote. Ready? I'm gonna sing a new song I wrote. Don't
Sing
get
it.
scared.
I have
Not
a minute
X-rated.
and a half of airtime left.
No, it's only like 15 seconds. Ready? Because it's not done. Ready?
I'm ready. We've been ready.
Right. Now I'm nervous. Oh wait, do you like that's like a scratch?
Minute. I have 1 minute of airtime.
I have 15 seconds to do it, but do you like the scratch? Limonada, limonada. Limonada, limonada. Ay, papá. Ay, mamá. Limonada, limonada. Ay, papá. Ay, mamá. No tomo alcohol, no tomo alcohol. Yo tomo antidepresivos, no tomo alcohol, no tomo alcohol. Yo tomo antidepresivos.
Bicicletas, bicicletas. Nada, nada, limonada, enchilada, mi tostada. Deanna, it has been amazing having you on for the short period of time. I wish I had more time. We're going to connect later. We're going to do another show, but right now I do have to let you go because I got other things I got to do. So for episode 42,
I got
you have
other
been
things I gotta do.
Hernandez. Listen, give everybody a 20-second sign off. Tell them who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
Okay, all right. I'm starting a TikTok, not because I'm 15, but because it's a tool that it's good for promoting yourself. So it's gonna be called, I've already set it up, but I haven't posted yet. And my dad is gonna be a featured person on videos and stuff. So it's gonna be called, he's the one who introduced me to boleros. For all you white Americans that don't know, a bolero is a romantic ballad. It's often dark and sad, and it's Latin American. So my TikTok is gonna be called Boleros y Balazos. Balazos are gunshots. Or it might be balazos y boleros. Boleros y balazos, balazos y boleros. What do you think sounds better? The second? What? Oh, okay, cool. What do you think sounds better? Boleros y balazos or balazos y boleros? Oh, wait, sign up. Wait, Dad, you're interrupting my spiel. Can you go after me or are you just taking off?
He didn't
What?
have more time.
Wait, no, we each have 20 seconds to say goodbye.
That's it.
No, but you haven't said goodbye yet, is what I'm saying. You have to do a 10-second spiel to say goodbye and tell them what your social media
5
is.
seconds for both
For
of you.
me? Oh,
For
here.
both of you.
Okay, so
Time's up.
arroba, hang on, arroba, which means at DI Holtzman is my Instagram. DIHO, L as in Leslie, T as in Thomas, Z as in Zebra, M as in Mary, A as in Andrew, N as in Nicholas. And then my TikTok again is boleros y balazos. Or unless you guys like the other way around, I don't know. But it's a nice oxymoron, it has a little alliteration, and there's some meaning behind it from the north of Mexico. Okay, and here's my dad. Sign off.
Never want to say goodbye, especially because it makes me cry. Always cause I'm always high. I don't know. Shit.
Okay, you're supposed to do your promotion.
Huh?
You're supposed to sign off saying your promotional tools. What's your social media? Do
I
it.
think he just
Okay.
did. He just
Rainbow-
did. That's all the time that we have.
I'm sorry, I'm his manager, so let me say real quick.
Rainbird.
Rainbird is his band. I can send you guys the link in the
Bandcamp.
comments. It's a
Please do.
Bandcamp link. And also he's an old man, so he doesn't really have social media unless you want to just connect directly with him on Facebook. He does have Facebook. He has a cute little hat that we styled him with in Mexico because he has no sense of style, but in that when he does, that's him. He doesn't have, oh, and he has a Twitter, but we don't use it. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time that we have today. Deanna,
Wait, we gotta
and her
slow-
father,
we gotta-
Wayne. Thank you for being on episode 42 of the 101 podcast, where everyone is entitled to their own wrong opinion. I am your host, Mr. Good Call, Vinnie Paul, the Cuban Cowboy. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Deanna. We look forward to talking to you all
Thank
soon.
you.
Thanks for
We
tuning in.
gotta slow clap ourselves out of here the way we came in. Dad, slow clap, slow clap.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, Deanna.
Slow clap, slow clap. Oh,